Good day. Welcome to Data Analytics Tools series. I'm Dr. Danielle Morin from Concordia University in Montreal, Canada. The topic of the lesson today will be pivot tables. As we know, in Excel, pivot tables are very useful to analyze several variables and to create contingency table. Let us take an example where we have data on 300 restaurants. Here is the data set of 300 restaurants where we are the rating on the quality, the meal price, and the wait time. So let us take this data set and insert a pivot table. First, we need to identify the range of the data that will be under study. On the right-hand side of my screen, we have given here this small table fields to be completed. We need to identify what would be the row, and in this case here, I will look at the quality ratings. What would be the current? Then I will look at the meal price. As we can see on the spreadsheet, I already have now what will be my rows and what will be my columns, which are the prices of each of the meal. I need to know how many observations, how many restaurants fall into each cell. Therefore, I will bring here restaurant. As we can see, the default value is the sum, and this is not what we want. We will change that. Value field setting, I will change it to the count. Therefore, as we can see, I have a spreadsheet with the number of restaurants in each category. I have, for example, 6 restaurants where the meal cost $10 and the quality was good. This is a table that has too many columns. This is not very easy to work with. So if I double click on one of the price, I will use group. Instead of having observation for each price, I will create categories. Maybe an idea would be to create it by $10, from 10 to 20, 20 to 30, and so on. I could select it by 5, but let's see what it gives me with 10. Here we have a table that is much easier to understand. The presentation of the pivot table is not always to my liking, so then I like to center these numbers so I can read them a little bit better. Let us pay attention to the column of quality. It goes to excellent, good, and very good, which is not the best way to do it. We should have by an increasing order. Excel will give me the categories into alphabetical order. Therefore, I should change excellent and put it after very good. So I will click on this and I will try to move it. So I'm going to move this excellent and move to the end. Therefore, I have now good, very good, and excellent, which is what I need to see if the quality is increasing. I can read my table. I have 42 restaurants who fall into the 10 to less than 20 price category with the good quality, or 22 from the 42 less than 50 price category rated excellent. Maybe I would like to look at this a little bit differently, and maybe I would like to know the percentage of the total. When I do that, I can see that 14% of my restaurant belong to the good and 10 to less than $20 category. This is one way we can look at that. Perhaps I would like to know if the wait time increase with the price or with the quality. Then I go back to my table fields and change. Instead of putting the count, I will remove the count, but I will put instead the wait time. I don't want to see the sum of the wait time, but maybe I would like to see the average. So again, I go to value field setting and change it to average. And let us see now what we have. Therefore, I have in this here people who are paying restaurants of good quality, and from 10 to less than 20, the waiting time is 2.57. I can study now what happened with the waiting time. It seems that as the price of the meal is higher, the waiting time gets higher. As the quality of the food increases, again, the waiting time is higher. These are things that can be seen very easily using my simple pivot table. I can see this special information. I would like to remove that, to change this a little bit, because the number of decimal is too big, and maybe at this time. Now I will simply format the cells as number and keep 2 decimals only. Therefore, it's much easier to understand what is happening. I can see for good quality, there will be no restaurant that will cost from $40 to less than $50. Basically, this is a small lesson or a reminder how to use the pivot table. See you next time.